Okay, we are here with head coach of the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos, Paul Stumpf, after a tough 1-0 defeat in the semifinals of the Big West Championship. First, coach, just an opening statement about tonight's match.
Well, I'm very proud of the young ladies in our program just to be here, considering we started off 1-5 and really kind of not playing particularly well, conceding a lot of goals and not scoring a ton. So I think for them to kind of stay with the work and keep working through the process of trying to get better every day, to then finish off the season with 7 or 8 wins and 2 or 3 or 4 losses and a couple of ties. So I think they deserve a whole lot of credit for sticking with the program, and for me that's a huge sign of character, and I couldn't be prouder of them for that. So that's my opening statement about my thoughts on just being here. I feel we played that team a week ago, and I think a week made a big difference for us, because I think we did a much better job of handling they're a very good team, and they're very difficult to play against because they're so fit and they play so hard and they're so talented. And for us to take a few more, I guess 1 or 2 more shots than them, we had definitely more of the ball than we did a week ago. We had definitely more looks at the goal than we did a week ago. So my second thought is I'm really pleased with how we responded to losing to them a week ago today. And the third thing I will say is congratulations to UC Irvine. My goodness, 13 wins, 6 losses, something like that. It's a very, very good team.
Speaking of a good team, they have a lot of offensive firepower with Scarlett, and both games you've held them to just 1 goal. Was that your game plan going in, is to just kind of...
Our game plan is to score more than the other team, and you will win every time. That is our game plan. So if they get 3 for us to get 4, that's a problem. Well, I think we really do kind of pride ourselves on being well organized defensively, and I think our goalkeeper is very, very, very strong. It takes something special to beat her. Last week it was a nice combination, and the shot came from 6 or 8 yards out. That's easy stuff. The other one today was a penalty kick. Other than that, I think she did a very good job, but she wasn't alone. The group in front of her did an excellent job of working and doing everything they could to whatever as we gave up. It wasn't really clear. It wasn't a really good look at the goal. I don't think they peppered our goal per se, but I definitely think they had a little bit more of the ball. So yes, it is our game plan. We feel like for us to win a game, if we have over the course of 20 games, for us to win a game, we either have to give up 0 or 1 goals or score 3 or more goals. Which do we think we could do more of? Well, we always believe this one, because scoring 3 goals is difficult. So it starts there. And, soccer's this crazy game that it's won and lost in the blink of an eye. And so as long as we kept it to 1 at any point, we had a puncher's chance of getting back in the game. So that was what we were holding on for. That's why we were continuing to work. If it were to get to 2 or 3, I don't know if you would have seen the same passion or energy or commitment by the group. So keeping them to 1 was critical.
You all had some really, really close chances here right near the end of the game.
Yeah. Hit the post in the first half. We had a couple good looks in the second half. I would say there were 3 good looks at it. Yeah.
So you have 5 listed seniors. Talk a little bit about those upperclassmen and what they've brought to your team this year.
Well, there are only 3 that are leaving. 2 of them will because of the COVID and the red shirt year, 2 of them will be back. So really the big 3 are Natalie Hill, who's a goalkeeper. She is an unbelievable kid. She is, even though she didn't play very much, she was always happy to be here, and she, believe it or not, was one of the fittest kids. She was one of the hardest working kids, honest, responsible, respectful. You just gotta love a kid like that. Lauren Moss, unfortunately for her, has been injured kind of for the last 3 weeks, and so she saw her minutes kind of start to dwindle towards the end, unfortunately. But a captain, a senior, part of our leadership group, holding center mid, just a phenomenal kid. And then of course Emma Vanderheiden, who is means quite a lot to our program. You know, she played center back, she played left back, she played, you know, attacking center mid, she played the target tonight. So, you know, she is going to be missed as well. So I'm blessed to work with so many great kids, and fortunately for us, as you can see from our roster, we're also very young. We started 5 and 6 freshmen with you know, playing in the Big West semifinals. So we're very optimistic about our future based on that as well. But I consider myself lucky to you know, work for such a great university, to represent, you know, a place like UC Santa Barbara, and to work with such phenomenal kids like the kids in our program. Kids, sorry if you're offended by that. To the young ladies in our program, I just feel so fortunate to work with them.
All right, thanks so much.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.